Hi guys, my name's Levi, I'm with the FutureMaker Lab, and today we're going to do a quick DIY on how to weld. Now I will say that we're not professional welders, we just show kids how to do this. This is not a real welder, it's a virtual welder, although the process is very similar. So let's go ahead and kick this off. The first thing we're going to do is identify the type of welder. Now this is a MIG welder, so it has filler wire inside of this little torch. So when I pull the trigger, there would be wire that comes out, hit it with electricity. It's going to complete the circuit on our two pieces of metal right here. So imagine this is two pieces of steel that we needed to connect. Now it's a lot like static electricity, so if you rub your feet on the ground, you go touch your brother, or you touch the doorknob, you get that zap. It's like that, but a lot stronger, and it's actually going to melt these two pieces of metal and that filler wire into a puddle. It's going to run together, cool down, and harden. So it's kind of like hot glue, but for metal. So the way that we actually use this, we would put on a welding hood, because if you don't wear one of these, you can burn your retinas out. It's not very fun. You may have some experience with that. So we're going to put it at a 90-degree angle to our bottom piece, and we're going to tilt it slightly off axis. So we're going to lean it back just a little bit. Now, on a real welder, if I were to pull this trigger right now with the torch touching the piece of metal, it would fuse to the piece. We don't want that. It's not very fun. So we actually need to bring it off by about an inch. So you'd be wearing a welding glove, of course, but you can put your hand right there. Just kind of use it as a spacer. So once we do that, we're going to pull the trigger and very, very slowly drag it to our left. Now there's a bunch of different schools of thought and different methods for actually moving from right to left. Some people use circles back and forth, some people go in a straight line, and some people use like a half moon shape. There's a bunch of different methods to do it. Like I said, we're not professional welders, so we don't really have a preference. So if we look at our screen up here, we've got a couple different things going on, and this is going to highlight some of the issues that we would have with welding. To start off, we're okay. We see a little bit of the stacking dimes that we want, which is basically, it just means our speed is good. So it's like if you took a stack of dimes and you rolled it over, and it's going to be those half moon shapes kind of butting up against each other. Once we get over here, we've got some serious problems. You can see these bubbles in here. That's called porosity. So what happens when we weld, and the weld actually gets so hot, you get a whole bunch of oxygen goes in there and it bubbles it up, looks terrible. So what they have in a MIG welding torch is there's going to be some argon gas coming out of there, which is inert gas. It doesn't react with anything. So that's going to keep that reaction from happening. So if we see these bubbles, it means that our torch was too far away from our piece. Now the really cool thing about a virtual welder is that we can see all of these on a graph to show us exactly what we did. So this is terrible. We have this red line right here, that's perfect. All of these other lines represent something on our weld. So it tells us exactly what we did and where we did it. In this case, we can see the porosity was caused by that yellow line, which is contact to weld, which is how close I am to that part. Started off great. That's where it was perfect right there. And then as soon as I got too far away from that part, we got that porosity. So that's our virtual welder. That's going to wrap it up for today's DIY little welding tutorial. If you'd like to learn more, or maybe if you're interested in having us come out to your school, you can visit us online at www.futuremakerlab.com. See you then.